Okay, you sure this is the hotel?
Yeah, I mean, Guy and Liam sent the address earlier, and they're always reliable sometimes.
I don't know, man. Something just feels off.
Nah, you're just overthinking it.
Alright, let's just go check in.
Alright, time to kick back and relax.
Oh, why does he snore so loud? Maybe they have earmuffs in the gift shop. Ah! 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 Ah!
Shut up, Connor, I'm trying to sleep.
Ah! Ah! I could use some help here, Brewer! Ah!
Alright, fine, I'm coming. God, better not be another damn cockroach this time. No, Connor, what happened? Wait, no. Ah!
Welcome to the painting, Brewer.
Damn it, what do we do now?
We could talk about Kirby Air Riders.
No, it's not spooky enough. What about Luigi's Mansion 3?
Why number 3?
Okay, that settles it. We're talking about Luigi's Mansion 3. And with that, welcome everyone to the Fetch Quest podcast where we talk about video games and more. I'm your host for tonight, Brewer, joined by my fellow co-host Connor.
Hello.
And today we're talking about Luigi's Mansion 3. Just a little rundown for the game. Luigi's Mansion is a series that started back on the GameCube, and we're going to be talking about its third entry in the series today. And just what a
Yep.
fantastic game it is. The setting takes place in a hotel instead of an actual mansion this time, which
It's
maybe a
false
little off.
advertisement. It's false advertising, and we should sue.
Yes, we should sue Nintendo for a gajillion dollars, so we can
A
build an
gum,
actual bigger mansion.
a gum $1,000,000.
A gooey dollars. Yes,
Gee.
but it takes place in a hotel this time with a lot of varied locales. And surprise, surprise, Luigi's Mansion game. Luigi goes there. A lot of his friends get trapped, and there's a lot of ghosts and baddies running around that he has to capture with his vacuum, while finding a crap ton of money because Luigi is loaded and rich.
He truly is the best Mario brother. He's loaded. He's like always willing to save the day. He's super strong.
He's so
Like,
buff and sexy. Oh wait, no, not that part.
Luigi, you're so freaking sexy.
Yeah, shout out to that one peanut butter gamer video with Mario Galaxy mods.
It's
But
really
yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 does a lot to improve on the gameplay of the series. And just in general, it's a great place for new people to start out. It's the first Luigi's Mansion game I've played.
same here.
And on top of that, its level design is just so good as
It
well.
really is. Especially, I haven't played the first one yet, but I did actually recently beat Dark Moon. And so I think seeing the before and after, it really is interesting because I can tell that like Dark Moon had some I had a good amount of issues with it in my opinion, but
Yeah, same here.
I really like how Luigi's Mansion 3 evolved the stuff they were going for and changed it up in a really interesting and well done
Yep.
way.
Well, the biggest thing with Dark Moon or Luigi's Mansion 2 is just that its mission structure was a bit annoying. Whenever you were doing something cool, they would immediately pull you out of the game and then just make you restart the level to go get the like next thing in the checkpoint.
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, so annoying. This game though, it's way less handholdy. They give you all the tools, they give you some tutorials, and then you get to explore some fantastic levels because they really stretch the imagination with what you can do in a hotel. Because like one of the levels has like a full-on ocean in it, which like I'm not sure how they handle having that much water
Listen,
in
it's
there.
ghost magic.
Yeah, ghost magic.
Yeah. and there's also one that's literally just an entire museum. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I can see that more realistically being added, like a small section of a hotel having like cool attractions or something. Since actually maybe the ocean thing isn't too far fetched because now that I think about it, there's this one hotel I went to when I was a kid called the Great Wolf Lodge, and it has like a whole water park built into it.
that is true. It also has like an entire pyramid and sand, like the whole 9 yards. It's great. One of my favorite parts about this game is just the level design and like how much they do with like what they're given.
Oh yeah, no, you have a really simple kit because the gameplay basically revolves around you like exploring all these different levels of the hotel to try to find your friends, and you use your poltergeist vacuum to suck up ghost. You have like a flashlight as well, along with some other things like a plunger to pull things, which I will say it is kind of crazy. Luigi is actually super buff because he can like put a plunger on the couch and he will slam that shit over his shoulder like he's a judo master or something.
Yeah. So maybe that peanut butter gamer video wasn't too far off.
Yeah, maybe Luigi is really just that ripped.
Yeah, and he can also do the same with ghosts, but ghosts are probably pretty light since they're able to fly.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
I just wanted to bring that up because I think it's really funny. Because like in the other Luigi's Mansion games, all you do is like just suck them up with the vacuum. But in this game, Luigi runs hands like he is not messing around.
This is his third time around. He's got that like workers experience, and he's tired of dealing with the damn customers.
He's tired of dealing with King Boo. He's like, oh my god, again, bro. All right, I'm about to beat the fuck out of your
Yeah,
entire
slam his ass to the
entourage.
ground. Tired
Yeah,
of this shit.
like it's a Luigi's Mansion game. If you've played or even heard of any of them before, I mean, King Boo's the villain. Like, it's no surprise. Um,
Yeah, though I will say, luckily this time, I mean the first Luigi's Mansion did have do a good job of, like making some unique ghosts and whatnot as like fun bosses, but they really stepped up their game this time with Luigi's Mansion 3 because there are so many unique bosses in the game that just make the gameplay so worth it to keep going. Because I remember when I was playing, I'll just be like, I'll just play one more floor, and then after a while, I just beat the game.
yeah, no, it's great. Especially like the designs of the ghosts and stuff like that. And I don't want to keep bringing up Dark Moon, but I think it's just a really cool evolution because that's what I think Dark Moon got a lot of hate for too, even when it first released compared to Luigi's Mansion One, was that the ghost designs were like just kind of boring, and I agree. I think they're pretty boring.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
you still have the basic ghost in here, like just normal ones. You'll have the minis, like the giant red, like squarish ones, and a
yeah,
couple others. But uh, for the most part, you won't always be interacting with those because the ghosts aren't like the big. They're one of the main focuses, but they're not the only one. A lot of what makes Luigi's Mansion 3 so fun as well is just the level design. Like with all
yeah,
the different locations you go to, they do a lot to make you figure out how to get through each area of the floor. Like, okay, this way is blocked, so I got to go around, and then maybe I got to swing over with like the plunger, or use one of the new functions this game added, and probably one of the funniest, Gooigi.
the Gooigi.
Yeah, no, I love Gooigi. It's such a silly concept that I think only Nintendo would really go with, and
Yeah,
it is actually such a great gameplay mechanic in my opinion.
honestly, it's like it's it kind of reminds me of that one Smiling Friends joke of like, that's a tiny version of me, Alan. I want you to have it. But instead of that, it's this is a gooey version of me, Alan. I want you to have it.
Yeah,
And
nah,
it's just I think it's really cool how they use Gooigi in the game when it comes to either like bosses and stuff like that, but mainly like the puzzle and level design of like how Gooigi like
yeah, how
moves
he
through the
operates
levels.
since he's goo, he can just like go through metal bars and stuff and like kind of reassemble himself. but he
Yeah.
does have one big caveat of being like really weak to water. So there's a lot of sections in the game where you'll need to be swapping between Luigi and Guigi just to like get through some parts of the level. Like Luigi will go through some grates and like pull a switch, and then Luigi will go on the other side now that like a bridge has been lowered and turn off the water, so Luigi can hit the last switch
He's like
and
a
go
he's like an
through.
inkling.
Yeah, no, he really is. He really is. It's, like you can send him just through some pipes and stuff, and it's really funny.
Yeah. And
Actually, the other thing about a Luigi in Splatoon 4 would be kind of funny.
that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, just because, like, yeah, no, he's literally like an inkling. He can morph his body in a lot of different ways, but he's like weak as hell to water for some reason.
Yeah. And I think that really like Guigi like really helps make this game because like I think that this game really succeeds at just like taking a lot of like the some of the older concepts from other Luigi's Mansion games, but sort of like reinventing and re or just like improving them and evolving them.
Yeah, I definitely took the series a step forward.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see what they do with the Luigi's Mansion 4. I hope they release or like we get news on like what that could be soon because it's been like way too long since Luigi's Mansion 3, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like there's been a crap ton of them. It kind of feels like Pikmin in that way, to where like, yeah, this is like a major thing, but actually, it's like also kind of not.
I mean that's true, but at the same time Luigi's Mansion 3 was in 2019, man.
Yeah, no, I don't get me wrong. I would love a new Luigi's Mansion game. You just know how Nintendo is. You never know what their priorities are all the time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hell, even with like Switch 2, we haven't we still don't have any news on like a new 3D Mario game. We started off with a 3D Donkey Kong game instead.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we are kind of due for one because Dark Moon released in 2013, and then 6 years later we got um, Luigi's Mansion 3, and then it's been 6 years again. So who knows? Maybe sometime next
Yeah,
year.
who knows? I mean, it seems like they have at least put some care into making sure the series is available, or like it's gotten remasters, because like the original got its 3DS remaster, and now it's also been re-released on the GameCube Online subscription for the Switch 2. And
Yeah,
then
and then
Luigi's Mansion 2 got a remaster on Switch as well, and obviously 3 released on Switch. So, but
yeah.
also got DLC on top of that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that game got DLC.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really weird to think about, because like the main thing I cared about was the campaign. I did not touch like all that extra stuff all too much,
Yeah. Um,
especially because by the time I played it, it was kind of dead. You know.
that is also true. But we've been talking about like something like the like floors and stuff like that. So I think it'd be nice if we like, go over like what our favorite floor is and stuff like that.
Okay. For me, there's two candidates. Recording. I'd have to say either like the movie floor, like the theater floor, whatever it's called,
Yeah.
that, or man, this is hard. The museum floor. It has to be one of those two.
Yeah, no, I can't even fault you because those are it's hard to beat those, man.
Yeah, well, they have such like cool bosses, like mechanically, but also like character wise as well. Like Morty from like the movie floor is probably the most interesting out of all the ghosts you'll meet, besides maybe the like one that started the whole mess, the hotel owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they just have really fun levels, because like the movie one, you'll be you'll like be in some movies, you'll star in some, and you'll have to figure out how to get the like movie to progress with like making them all interact with each other, which is like such a creative concept. And then finally
Especially
you'll
with the
star in like a major like Godzilla film with like Luigi as the hero.
Yeah, especially because it also introduces the TV teleportation.
Oh
You can,
yeah, which is also like a really nice way to just quickly get through the level without having to like run around a
yeah.
bunch extra.
Also, I found the name of the level. It's called the Paranormal Productions. That's
Okay,
another thing I like about
okay.
the floors is that they all have their own like unique spooky names.
Yeah, no, they definitely knew what they they were doing on that. You know,
Yeah. Um.
well, I mean, some of them are a bit. They'll add like unnatural or like something to describe it, like an adjective, like a spooky one. Because like the other one, the museum is like just called the Unnatural History Museum. Not
Yeah.
the
It's
most creative
awesome.
name, but like that's it's all right because it's a banging level.
Yeah. My my favorite level, I believe, if this is the right one, yeah, is either Unnatural History or Tomb Suites, which is like the Egyptian based level.
That's a really good one. It also has the,
Yeah.
like that sand mechanic that only a couple levels have that
Yeah.
makes it kind of run the fun around and just like build up piles of sand with the vacuum.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also just like a really cool aesthetic. Um that and plus like the boss fight's pretty fun with like the whole thing of being like you have to uncover her from like the sand. Like you have to clear away the sand in order to find her and then you beat the fuck out of her. It's really
I like when
it's a lot
Luigi
of fun.
beats the fuck out of the ghost.
True. And then the boss fights in general, just some of the best fights in the series because
Yeah,
they're
no,
all
they're all
unique.
really creative. Like a lot of them will use gimmicks, but it feels like they do it in a way that like ties naturally into the gameplay. It's not like you get one thing that you'll never use again. It's like, oh, this is kind of a mechanic we've been working on. Like, oh, this one you'll need to use a plunger on their weapon or something, which is something normal you've done. But then maybe a boss later, you'll have to use a plunger. And then Luigi will also have to use a plunger on the boss. So both of you are attacking at the same time.
Yeah, and then you've got like other great characters like Chef Soulflay.
Oh yeah, no, he was a really good one. I liked him.
I just like all the names.
Yeah, no, the names were really creative. I like it. What was the name of that like one king dude?
King McFrights.
King McFrights, yeah.
And then you've got Captain Fishhook, who's literally a giant ghost shark.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of wondering like how the hell a shark died over by where that where a hotel is, but you know, I don't think
We
about it
don't
too
ask
much.
questions. We don't ask questions.
We don't ask questions.
And then you've got, the goat as always, King Boo.
Yeah, no, he has a really fun fight at the end. That and I like all the little extra things you can find in the levels as well after like getting the main bosses because there's secret gems hidden along the levels, along with each of them having a hidden boo, which each of them is like a stupid pun, like Booigi or something.
Yeah.
But I think it just made it fun to like go around and explore because along with trying to find a bunch of money hiding in the walls, so you could like maybe buy some extra lives, buy like some. Well, I will be honest, that is maybe one complaint I have. A lot of the money that you can spend doesn't really go towards anything super useful,
Yeah.
but it is nice to see that that little ticker go up, you know.
It gives me my dopamine rush.
Yeah. But either way, it is nice to like explore the levels, trying to find all the gems, and then trying to find all the extra booze around there as well. Because a lot of them, a lot of the gems as well, you have to be really creative to like look around and find them. It's not just like, oh, just interact with this part of the level and you'll get one. It's like, oh no, you have to like be looking around and like trying to mess with every little thing to try and like, I don't know, get the chandelier to spin and then unlock a mechanism that hides the gem in it. That are a bunch of other ones as well. I don't want to spoil too much about this game just because the levels you have to like play them for yourself. It's so much fun.
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. And again, it's like I can't wait for a Luigi's Mansion 4 because they're gonna do a fourth one. They have to.
I hope so. Luigi's Mansion actually has been a very well-selling series, so I really hope they do.
Yeah. Again, it's not like I think the Pikmin comparison is pretty good because like it's not you know like Mario or Zelda or anything like that, but it's like it's niche own little
I
thing.
mean, yeah, it is literally Mario's brother.
Yeah, but like I love it. I'm definitely gonna be playing Luigi's Mansion 1 when it comes to the GameCube thing for Switch Online, and I'm really excited for that.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I just really want to see where this because another thing too is like imagine like the quality and like graphic or not like the visuals of Luigi's Mansion 3 because Luigi's Mansion 3 is, to be honest, one of the best looking Switch games in my opinion. Um, besides like stuff like Xenoblade, um, and like Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. But it's a really pretty game. So imagine that with like Switch 2 graphics.
dude, it would look so good because Luigi's Mansion 3 already like is such an amazing game. It has a really good art style because like especially the lighting effects I think is what I like the most about the game because
Yeah,
each of the levels just has a very good balance of like making things a bit dark to match the aesthetic of like, oh, there's a bunch of ghosts running around, but also having enough lights where you can easily see what's around. I could always easily identify like what was an interactable object and what wasn't, just with the way they structured the levels. That and I think the fixed camera angle helps a lot for the game, just so they can have a lot of forced perspectives that make it a bit easier to like manage the puzzles in the game.
true, true.
Man, it's also solid. I have minor complaints about the game, but not anything like too crazy because they really
Yeah,
got creative with a lot of
yeah,
the levels. Because
it's
we haven't
great.
even mentioned like half of the floors because they do so much with each one to try to make them unique. Uh, and I just love it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think all the floor designs are really good. I do one issue I do have is that like later in the game there's some really cool concepts like I can't remember the name of the floor but like the one with Captain Fishhook and stuff like that. They're sort of like little micro floors and like they're very short and stuff like that, but I would love to see those concepts like fully explored on like a huge level.
Yeah, and I do definitely get that because it feels like, especially one of the ones I would have liked to see more. There's like a dance floor, and you go through, and the moment you get to the dance floor, like you immediately just fight the boss, and it kind of just ends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that and I feel like they did do a little padding in some areas to try and help with some of the floors that weren't as big, because there was a couple times this annoying ass little cat would grab one of the elevator buttons, and you'd have to go to like a couple of different floors
Yes.
to like surprise it and grab it, and it would just keep running away from you. It was so damn annoying. I'm just like, let me see more of these fun levels and new levels you have instead of just making me go back through, not even looking for gems in the old levels, but just trying to find this damn cat that's heating my progress for no reason.
Yeah, no, that I remember going through that. It's so obnoxious.
If it was just like maybe one time and the cat maybe at least showed you like a cool new secret area that you wouldn't have been able to find before, I don't think I would have
Yeah,
minded it as much.
yeah,
But they
yeah,
do it multiple times, and it's the same thing every time. Especially the cat's attack pattern, it doesn't change. You just have to like not look at it for a while, flash it, and then grab it after.
yeah. No, I completely agree.
Yeah, but I think
It's
besides those complaints, I don't really have too many other ones with the game other than like maybe I wish the money would have had more of a use. That and the gems, which I'll get into later in my concluding thoughts.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. If like this is, in my opinion, a near flawless game. Like, there's a few things like that we just mentioned. But I'll be honest, I'll probably also do the same with you, of like going through with concluding points. And speaking of, maybe do we want to go for that now?
Uh, yeah, because the thing is, as much as I want to keep mentioning some of these floors, I don't want to spoil too much. Like, I
Yeah,
think I've already said
same
enough with
here.
like the film one, and then maybe the Unnatural History Museum,
Yeah,
because they have some really cool concepts. I don't want to spoil for any potential viewers. But I think getting into it, first I'm just gonna list some minor complaints, and then I'll get into the rest of the game. So obviously, a couple of minor complaints we mentioned as far as like the floors. Some of them could have been a little more fleshed out, with more to do. Because it felt like, weirdly enough, there's a couple floors that had like more boring concepts, like this sewer type of level that
yeah,
had that like dragged on and like made you keep going around to fight this boring ass boss. Whereas the it's like, no, the cool dance level with the like ghost with a big ass afro, no, that's just gonna be a minor thing.
yeah. It's a weird like pick and choose sort of thing.
Yeah, which like I get that some of the floors maybe don't need like super long extensions, especially for the concept they're going for, but I felt like a couple of them could have used a little more fleshing out. And
No, I
besides that, my only other minor complaint I have as well is like what some of your collecting goes towards. So like first is the money, which in full fairness, money hasn't always been a super major thing in Luigi's Mansion. The biggest thing you collect for is to try to like, especially in the first game, get a higher ranking with like the mansion size. And this game kind of does have that, but I do wish they put a little more thought into it because I think it only goes up to A rank. There is no like S rank, which makes sense because there's a lot of cache in the area that does respawn. So you could just keep going higher and higher. But it's just checked by being at a certain number. But another factor I think they should have worked in was the gemstones. You find all these valuable gemstones throughout the game, and I was kind of wondering what they went towards, and I was thinking, hey, maybe they'll go towards, I don't know, the like make giving me a higher rank at the end for like going out of my way to find all of these, and they're also like monetarily probably very valuable, so I would think that as well. But no, the rank you get is literally only determined by a set amount of money, which isn't even all that
you got to
much.
get your bag up,
Yeah,
get your
because that
money up.
and the booze, there are like rewards, like little cosmetic ones for Luigi, but by that point in the game, like you don't really have too much use for them. Like it would have been nicer if I got something like you can get an S rank if on top of the money you get all the extra little collectibles in the game. Yeah, but besides that, now to get on to the actual good stuff. My concluding points for Luigi's Mansion 3 is it is just such a fun title to play.
Yep.
And I just have like so much little joy. It's fun and whimsy, just like going through all the different concepts the game threw at me. Because I could tell the developers had like a really fun time designing each floor with like a fun, different new concept. Like, oh, this time you're fighting Paul Blart the Mall Cop. This time you're fighting Godzilla in a movie. They really got creative with this game, and they tried to add a lot of variety with each of the hotel levels and really stretch the concept as far as they could go. The gameplay is just a lot of fun going throughout the levels, trying to find all the little hidden spots, and then sucking up the ghost hasn't been. Uh, this is the most satisfying it's been throughout the series. Like not only just sucking them through, but then just slamming them on the ground, and then even slamming them into other ghosts, which causes a chain to where you can grab some more. It's just really fun. Like I wish I had better words to describe this, but it just puts a big ass grin on my face while I'm playing it. Especially because Luigi is just such a he's such an enjoyable character to play as. He's not like the big major hero of this story, and like he's perfect. he's like a little scary cat. Even after like his third time, he's still kind of scared of the ghost, but it makes him really endearing and lovable. And I feel like the
Yeah,
game leans into that. It has some good comedy as well, with just like the ghost, some gags they have as well, and they just are so expressive as well with their animations. Like I especially love the way Luigi will just like the way he will react to his environment, just looking around, being scared if when like something randomly moves on him, that are just like kind of jumping for joy when he sucks up the ghost. And then the way the environment moves around as well too, like we mentioned with like the lighting and whatnot, and all the ways you can affect it with the poltergeist. You can only really see how impressive it is after you play for yourself. Just like how much of the environment you can interact with for how detailed it is. It's very impressive.
no, I completely agree with all of that.
Oh yeah.
It's genuinely impressive. I'm trying to think of like what I could do now because you kind of summed up everything I thought.
Yeah, eat shit, Connor. I stole your shit.
Fuck!
I stole it. It's
God damn
mine.
it! My brain. Fuck.
Yeah.
Um.
While Connor's reeling, last thing is just overall, please play this game. It's amazing. Uh, can't say much about the multiplayer, but I will say this game would make a fantastic co-op experience because Luigi is a really great mechanic in that it not only works great in single player position to where like it doesn't annoy me the way I have to use it, but also I think it perfectly works in a multiplayer setting as well, which is a very hard mix to find. Something that works well in both single and multiplayer for puzzles.
Mm-hmm. All right, my turn. Fuck. Uh, so I guess to start, I do really like this game. I have my problems with it, but they're not like so huge that it completely ruins the game for me. I do think that some levels should have given a bit more love, but all in all, I really love the level and puzzle design in this game. I love the bosses. I love all the mechanics and stuff they introduce and how it and like in retro and like looking back on it, I love how much it improves off of Dark Moon and like the concepts and stuff introduced there. And I'm very excited to see what the team behind it can do for a potential Luigi's Mansion 4 or something like that. And yeah, no, I think you should all play this game, and I'm really, really recommend it. I'm going to keep it short because once again, Brewer said a lot of the stuff I was wanting to say, so I
Let's
don't want to.
go! I'm
I don't want
Punch
to.
Connor!
I don't want to repeat anything. But yeah,
This
if you
just
guys,
proves I have more love for Luigi than you ever did, Connor.
fuck, you might be right.
I think with that though, what I'm gonna recommend though is if you love Luigi, but if also you love this video, maybe smash that like button and maybe hit that subscribe button with a little plunger and slam it into the ground. And then maybe just add a little comment if you enjoyed Luigi's Mansion or if you are potentially interested in the series. But with that, we've been FetchQuest, and thank you very much for watching this kind of spooky episode for Halloween.
I agree. And happy Halloween, and we will all see you whenever we get freed from this painting. Brewer, I'm a little worried we might be stuck here forever.
Bro, we in the fucking painted world of Ariandel from Dark
Yeah,
Souls 3.
yeah, and oh wait, do we? I think we'll have to rely on Guy and Liam to save us. Brewer, we're cooked.
We're
We're
screwed.
cooked.
We're screwed. They're the ones who got us in this mess. But either way, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.